What's going on, everybody? Like Jason said a little bit ago, it's PG-13, but we're all adults here, and we've all had a couple drinks, so if something flies out, and you get offended, and then you're going to get behind the wheel with your kid after you've had 12 beers, and you should probably some soul searching because there's some new issues. So just keep that in mind, and just know that whatever is going to happen is going to happen. First guy coming up, buddy of mine, Ryan, does stand up 4 or 5 nights a week. Like I said, pretty regular in the comedy game. So let's give him a round of applause and show him support. Here we go.
Grand Prairie, how you doing? All right. This is the highest concentration of attractive people that I've ever seen since my last visit to Target. I love Target. Target is a Walmart for rich, attractive people. Am I right? Yeah. See, I heard about this PG-13 thing, but I didn't hear about it until I got here. So you guys are either going to hate me or you're going to love me. No, all I can say is, I went to Starbucks and the cashier said, "Sir, are you a black coffee drinker?" I said, "No, I'm white." Duh. I like this table over here. I was watching my cat lick its ass. I just thought that's so beautiful, you know? If I could lick my own ass, I'd probably stop going to therapy. My therapist's office is a really awkward place to pick up chicks. The other day she sat down and I said, "What brings you here?" She said, "Well, I was gangbanged by the football team and my goldfish died. What about you?" I was a cheerleader too. These are jokes what I'm doing up here. I got depressed. I looked at the back of my Tabasco sauce bottle. It says, "Shake well." All these years I've been shaking it pretty good, you know? I'll get you. I was at Walmart. I was standing in the customer service line. There was a sign on the wall that said, "No drinking on the premises." So I got fucked up in cosmetics. There was a sign on the wall at Walmart that says, "Our goal is to satisfy our customers." I said, "Ma'am, can you give me a spiritually nourishing relationship full of physical and emotional intimacy?" "No, sir, we can't." "How about a hand job?" "Yeah, we can do that." I was at Chick-fil-A. They had a package of strawberry jam at Chick-fil-A that said, "Made from natural sources." Great. What are these natural sources that the strawberry jam is made from? Hopefully some fucking strawberries. Woo! I saw one of those stepmom porn videos. I saw my stepmom. And then I saw me. And I was just pissed off. I didn't know she was recording that whole time. That was for you over there. I like that laugh. I'm working on a book about my 20s and 30s. It's called Vagina. Working on a book about my 40s called No Vagina. Oh, fuck you, that was fun. Tell you what, man. I got 5 years sober. But see, I'm into black chicks, right? You guys are safe, don't worry, I'm not gonna hurt you. I was hooking up with this black chick in El Cajon. This is outside of San Diego, and we're drinking vodka, and I said, "You know you have perfect teeth." She said, "Oh, thank you. They're fake, actually. I have diabetes. I lost all my teeth." I said, "You have nice hair." She said, "Thank you. It's a wig, actually. I have diabetes. I lost all my hair." In the morning, there she was, no teeth, no hair, naked, 450 pounds. That's when I got sober. I took my first hit of weed in 1999. Quit paying my rent, 2000. Someone asked me, "Ryan, do you shave your balls?" don't want to talk about that with you, Grandma. I wanted to become a porn star, but I became a porn extra instead. I suck my dick, but I get more time on. I want to tell you the kind of guy I am. I'm the kind of guy where if I'm walking down the street and I see cat shit with a $100 bill underneath it, I'm taking that cat shit. I'm really bad at relationships. My therapist says it's because I had poor role models growing up, but I don't think so. And it's not like my dad was fucking my mom's sister every day. They took breaks. I was at Aldi, I was standing in line to pay. There was this right-wing guy with long hair in front of me. He says, "So what do you think of the new communist America we live in?" I said, "Sir, I don't mean any disrespect, but I haven't had sex in 4 years. I don't really give a shit." I committed I was in Fort Worth, right? I committed a mortal social sin. I walked on the wrong side of the trail at the Trinity River. This lady on a bicycle goes, "Excuse me, you're in my way. What's the matter with you?" I said, "Man, I'm sorry. I've been on welfare so long, I forgot people still rode bikes." I was on the Trinity River Trail. I passed these 3 60-year-old chicks. And I looked behind me, they were checking out my ass, you know? So I made love to them. Slammed all 3 at once. And that's probably the most I've ever gotten from Social Security. You guys are an infinitely better crowd. I was nervous, man. It was cold. I said, man, we got a lot of kids here, but they're going to learn something about something when I get done. So I hate to bring down the mood. It's just my friend died in Halton City, and I was on my way to the funeral, and I went through a school zone in the rain, and someone had changed the sign from 20 miles an hour to 65. So I created a couple knife bearers. And I felt really bad about that, because I just got this car, you know? I got this DVD from the library called The Science of Sex Appeal. This was great. There was this musclehead on there talking about his Ferrari. He goes, "You are what you drive." So ladies, I want to tell you something about me. I'm a 2012 Nissan Altima with 130,000 miles. Yeah. Nothing says big dick and big bank account quite like a used Japanese car. Am I right? The baby over here said, "Yeah, that's right, that's right." You know, I miss going to jail. And I miss puking and DWIs and failed relationships. So I've thought about it since I've been on this stage, and I've decided I want to start drinking again. Everything I've gotten from sobriety, from the car, the house, the money in my pocket, pales in comparison to the fun I used to have riding the bus with those crackers. So if you want to meet me outside, I'm parked over there a little bit ways. We can start with no rules and just work our way up from there. Y'all don't know nothing about that, I see. I graduated summa cum laude from the University of Virginia. I was an English lit major, and I don't say that to brag. I've written a poem for you here in Grand Prairie. I worked really hard on this, and I'd like to recite this poem. Can I tell you this poem? Okay. So this took a long time to write. Hold on. Roses are red, violets are blue. Trader Joe's is out of everything bagels? What the fuck is that shit? Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Yeah, a hot blonde with 3 dudes around her. That is the way I want to do it. I was a hot blonde. Oh, I passed this store next to Aldi called Adam and Eve. And I was feeling kind of religious, so I went in there and I said, "You guys got any Bibles?" She said, "Sir, we're a sex shop." I said, "Oh, you got any butt plugs?" I passed a water treatment center. I got confused. I didn't know water had a drug problem. You know? I'm unlucky in love. I fell for a blow-up doll. She turned out to be a real person. What the fuck? I'm a paragon of virtue. I don't drink, I don't smoke, I don't fuck, but I'm trying to. I saw this Mexican lady knocking on a watermelon at Walmart. I said, Senora, how do you know if it's a good watermelon? She said, if it sounds good, it's good. So I knocked on a watermelon and it spoke to me. It says, Ryan, you got a big dick, a great personality, and I want to give you money just to hang out with me. Yeah, that sounds like a really good watermelon. No, I don't normally do jokes about current events, but seeing as how we're on the brink of a possible nuclear holocaust, I'm really glad I still get Medicaid. I don't know if Medicaid covers fallout radiation or being burned alive from the sky, but I hope I can at least get a free prostate exam. For those of you men under the age of 39, the prostate exam is the medical profession's way of humbling older guys. And the only thing that really happened during my last prostate exam was I fell in love with Dr. Hirschberger. There's something about it, you know? Yeah, so I dropped a tortilla chip on the kitchen floor and it broke into pieces. And I knelt down to get the pieces of the tortilla chip and I said, this is familiar, what is this? And then I remembered, this reminds me of when I used to smoke crack. I appreciate you. I'm taking you home. She's laughing at all my jokes. She's going home with me. He can come too. I got room for everything. My mother always said, son, if you can't say anything nice, say it really fucking loud. That way they get the message. Motherfucker. I have another joke that ends with the word motherfucker. I'm going to do that for you now. I met this old guy. He found out that I tell jokes. He says, you know any World War II jokes? I said, yeah, I know a couple. He said, hit me, so I'll punch him in the mouth. Motherfucker. My insurance company cut me a check for $1. So I've decided I'm going to go ahead and have that operation. I was going to get my brain augmented to improve cognitive functioning, but I think I'll settle for just a new pair of tits. That's for you guys. I need to see more attractive Mexicans in my life, so I'm going to the laundromat. You guys got a washer and dryer at home or something? A lack of iron creates listlessness in the body and a lack of concentration. All these years I thought I was a lazy fuck, you know? Turns out I just needed a ribeye steak. I only read Playboy for the articles. I only watch porn for the research. But I go to church to get pussy. And I'd like to thank Preacher's Daughters for making that real easy. Oh, come on. You act like you don't know. You act like, of course you know. This is the Bible, though. I went to Trader Joe's. The cashier said, so, did you find everything you were looking for? I said, actually, you guys were out of the unfiltered Spanish olive oil. She said, yeah. Yeah? Why do you ask me if you don't care? I talked to the manager. I said, ma'am, why do you ask if you don't give a shit? You obviously don't care. She said, sir, is there anything we can do to make it up to you? I said, well, could we have sex on the wine aisle? And I wouldn't say this to anybody in Grand Prairie, but she had what had to be the biggest dick I've ever seen. Incidentally, I'm not political. I'm only political during an election year. And as soon as the election's over, I go right back to thinking about all the sex I'm not getting. So I'd like to leave you with something deep and spiritual. See, I'm in my mid-40s, and around 1990, I was in love with Jessica Parker. Man, she was tall, thick, stately, beautiful. Just the way I like it. But I was too shy to talk to her. So I went home and I made her a mixtape. I put all the juiciest love songs I could find on this tape. Luther Vandross, Journey. I wrote little hearts on the paper. It took a lot of courage, but I walked up to her the next day. I said, Jessica, I made you a tape. She took the tape, did not say thank you, by the way, threw it in the garbage, and that's the end of the story. 20 years later, she adds me as a friend on Facebook. Great. Now, I knew she didn't like me, so I didn't understand. I scrolled down, down, down. Finally, I found a picture of Jessica. Man, she had gained 400 pounds. She couldn't walk. This is the same chick I was in love with. You know what the moral of that story is? And I'll leave you with this. Fuck that bitch. Hey, thanks, guys. I'm Ryan.
Let's give it up to Ryan one more time for taking the PG-13 envelope and pushing shit out of it. Okay, so next up.